You push open the glass door, and the bell rings sharp above your head. The air inside is warmer than the street, and it smells like wood and paper and something faintly metallic. Your shoes sound different on the wooden floor, hollow, deliberate. The door swings shut behind you with a soft click. To your left, the wooden counter runs the length of the store. A woman in a cardigan stands behind the register, writing something in a ledger. She glances up, nods once, and goes back to her work. The register is black metal with cream-colored keys. It sits open, the cash drawer out just slightly, coins sorted into their slots. You step forward. The floor creaks under you. Ahead, the aisles stretch back into the store, narrow, close together, wooden shelves stacked tight on both sides. Everything is dim except near the windows, where the morning light comes in slanted and warm. Dust floats slowly through the beams. The first aisle is toys and school supplies. Small wooden toys sit in open bins, yo-yos, spinning tops, jacks in a tin. There are boxes of crayons stacked in a pyramid, the kind with 8 colors. The boxes are thin cardboard, printed with bright wax stripes. You pick one up. It weighs almost nothing. The waxy smell comes through the cardboard. You set it back, and the box settles into place with the others. Next to the crayons are composition books with black and white marbled covers. A stack of pencils sits beside them. Yellow wood with pink erasers, no packaging. The erasers are firm, the wood unsharpened and clean-smelling. Further down the aisle are paper dolls in flat envelopes, jump ropes with wooden handles, small metal cars with rubber wheels. A girl stands near the dolls, maybe 7 or 8, holding an envelope up to the light. Her mother is somewhere else in the store. The girl tips the envelope sideways, and something inside shifts. She slides her finger along the edge, testing whether it's sealed. You move to the next aisle, sewing supplies. Spools of thread on a pegboard, organized by color. White, black, navy, red, pink, brown. The spools are wooden, the thread wound tight and smooth. Below them are cards of buttons, each one different. Big brown ones, small pearl ones, flat black ones with 2 holes. You run your thumb over a card. The buttons click softly under the cellophane. There are packs of needles in paper sleeves, straight pins in a small tin box, scissors with black handles hanging from hooks. A woman reaches past you for a spool of navy thread. She doesn't say anything, just takes it and moves on. Her sleeve brushes yours for a second. She smells like soap and cold air from outside. At the end of the aisle is a display of fabric remnants, folded into squares and stacked in a wooden crate. Cotton prints, tiny flowers, gingham checks, small dots on white. The edges are cut with pinking shears, the zigzag pattern clean and even. The next aisle is stationery. Greeting cards in a wire rack, sorted by occasion. Birthday, get well, sympathy. The cards are simple, small, pastel-colored with line drawings on the front. You turn the rack slowly. It squeaks. The cards flip past one by one. Inside each card, the message is printed in script, black ink on cream paper. There's space at the bottom to sign your name. You pull one out. A birthday card. The front shows a cake with candles, drawn in thin black lines and colored with soft pink and yellow. Inside it says, "Wishing you a happy day," and nothing else. You slide it back into the rack. Next to the cards are boxes of thank you notes, envelopes in packs of 25, rolls of Scotch tape in dispensers with serrated metal edges, a box of paper clips, a stapler, heavy and gray, the metal cool to touch. You move toward the back of the store. The light is softer here, the windows farther away. This aisle is housewares, dish towels folded in stacks, pot holders with loops for hanging, wooden clothespins in a wire basket. You pick up a clothespin. It's smooth, unvarnished, the spring tight between your fingers. You squeeze it, and the jaws open. You let go, and they snap shut. There are glass salt and pepper shakers on a shelf, clear with metal tops. A set of measuring spoons on a ring. A hand crank egg beater with a red wooden handle. You pick it up. It's heavier than it looks. You turn the crank. The blades spin fast and loose, metal whirring softly. The sound echoes slightly in the quiet store. Behind you, someone else enters. The bell rings again. You hear footsteps, the sound of a woman's voice at the counter, low and steady. The clerk responds. You set the egg beater down and move forward. A shelf of kitchen towels sits at eye level. They're folded into neat rectangles, each stack a different pattern. Red checks, blue stripes, white with embroidered edges. The fabric is rough, thirsty, the kind that dries dishes without leaving streaks. The next aisle is candy. Rows of glass jars sit on the counter near the register, each filled. Lemon drops, peppermints, root beer barrels, jawbreakers. The jars have metal lids with knobs on top. A boy stands in front of them, hands in his pockets, staring. He's maybe 10. His hair is combed to the side, still damp. He rocks forward on his toes, then back. The clerk comes over. She unscrews the lid of the jawbreaker jar and holds it down toward him. He reaches in carefully, takes one and closes his hand around it. She screws the lid back on. He hands her a nickel. She takes it, drops it in the register, and the drawer dings shut. He turns to leave and the jawbreaker slips from his hand, hits the floor with a hard crack, and rolls under the candy counter. He freezes. The clerk bends down, retrieves it, wipes it on her apron, and hands it back to him without a word. He takes it and leaves quickly, the bell ringing behind him. You step closer to the jars. The lemon drops are bright yellow, dusty with sugar. The peppermints are red and white spirals. The root beer barrels are dark brown, smooth and glossy. Behind the jars are boxes of candy bars stacked on the counter. Hershey's, Baby Ruth, Milky Way. The wrappers are paper, not plastic. The logos printed in simple block letters. A sign above them says 5 cents, handwritten on cardboard. You walk past the candy counter toward the back corner. Here, the soda fountain sits against the wall. It's small, 5 stools with red vinyl tops, a white formica counter, a mirror behind the fountain with shelves of glasses stacked in rows. The stools are empty now. The counter is wiped clean. A chrome napkin dispenser sits at one end, next to a glass sugar shaker with a metal pour spout. You sit on the middle stool. The vinyl is cool and firm. Your feet rest flat on the metal bar below. The counter is smooth under your hands, slightly warm from the overhead light. In the mirror, you see the rest of the store behind you. The aisles, the register, the windows across the front. The clerk walks over, wiping her hands on her apron. She doesn't ask what you want. She just waits. You ask for a Coke. She nods, reaches under the counter, pulls out a small glass bottle, cold and wet. She pries the cap off with an opener mounted to the counter. It hisses. Carbonation rises in a mist. She sets the bottle in front of you on a small paper napkin. The glass is slick with condensation. You pick it up. It's cold in your hand, heavier than you expect. You take a sip. It's sharp and sweet and burns slightly going down. The clerk moves away. You set the bottle down, and it leaves a ring on the napkin. You turn the stool slightly, looking back at the aisles. A man walks past carrying a box of light bulbs. A woman stands near the greeting cards, reading one, her lips moving just slightly. The light from the windows has changed. It's higher now, less slanted, filling more of the front aisles. The dust still floats through it, slower than before. You take another sip of Coke. The bottle is getting warmer in your hand. The condensation has mostly dried. A man walks up to the counter beside you. He's older, wearing a hat and a wool coat. He doesn't sit. He asks for a cherry phosphate. The clerk nods, takes a glass from the shelf, and starts making it. She squirts cherry syrup into the bottom, adds seltzer from the fountain, stirs it with a long spoon. The liquid turns pink and fizzy. She sets it on the counter. He drinks it standing, one hand on the edge of the counter, the other holding the glass. He finishes it in 4 long swallows, sets the glass down, and leaves a dime beside it. He walks away without a word. The clerk picks up the glass and the dime. She wipes the counter where he stood, then rinses the glass in a small sink below the fountain. You hear the water running, then stopping. You finish the Coke. The bottle is empty, lighter now. You leave it on the counter and stand. The stool squeaks as it turns. You walk back through the store, past the Housewares, the stationery, the sewing supplies. Near the front, a new display has been set out. Small hand mirrors with plastic frames, combs and cellophane wrappers, bobby pins on cards. You pick up a mirror. The glass is clear, the frame light pink. You tilt it. Your reflection appears, dim in the low light. You set it back. Next to the mirrors are tubes of lipstick in a cardboard display, standing upright in rows. The tubes are metal, the colors printed on the bottom: pink, red, coral. There are combs next to the lipstick, black plastic with wide teeth. At the toy aisle, the girl is gone. The paper doll envelope sits on the shelf, returned to its spot. The wooden toys are still in their bins. The crayons are still stacked. You walk to the register. The clerk is now adding receipts to the ledger, her pen moving in small, careful strokes. A stack of paper bags sits beside the register, folded flat. A woman approaches the counter with a dish towel and a box of thank you notes. The clerk sets down her pen, rings up the items. The register dings, and the drawer pops open. She takes the woman's money, makes change, counts it back into her hand. $1, $1.50, $1.75, $2. The woman takes the change, and the clerk wraps the items in brown paper, ties it with string. The woman tucks the package under her arm and leaves. The bell rings. You walk along the front of the store, near the windows. The light is full now, the sun higher. It warms the floor in patches. You stop at a display of kitchen gadgets: can openers, bottle openers, ice picks with wooden handles. There's a basket of pot holders near the window, marked down to 10 cents. They're faded, the colors not quite matching. Outside, a car drives past slowly. You can see it through the window, a dark shape moving left to right, then gone. You turn back toward the aisles. A man is looking at the scissors, holding a pair up to the light, opening and closing them. A woman stands at the thread display, matching colors, a piece of fabric in one hand, a spool in the other. She holds them side by side, squints, swaps the spool for another. You walk down the center aisle. Here are things without a category: flashlights, batteries, key rings, small tools, a box of birthday candles, a package of rubber bands, a ball of twine wrapped in brown paper. At the end of the aisle is a shelf of small toys: tin wind-up cars, rubber balls, marbles in a net bag. You pick up a marble. It's clear glass with a ribbon of blue inside, twisted and frozen. You hold it up to the light. The blue glows. You drop it back in the bag, and it clicks against the others. You walk back toward the front. The clerk has finished with the ledger. She's organizing the coin rolls again, stacking them by denomination. The register is closed now. You stop at the candy jars one more time. The lemon drops catch the light. The peppermints are lined up in perfect spirals. The root beer barrels look like polished wood. A woman comes to the counter with a spool of thread, a packet of needles, and a box of crayons. The clerk rings them up, 39 cents. The woman pays with 2 quarters. The clerk makes change, drops the coins into her palm one at a time. The woman puts them in her purse, takes her items in a small paper bag, and leaves. The bell rings. You walk toward the door. The floor creaks, in the same place as it did when you came in. The light from the windows is brighter now, filling the front of the store. The dust is still there, still turning. You push the door open. The bell rings. The air outside is cooler now, sharper, carrying the smell of car exhaust and someone's chimney smoke. The street is quiet. A woman walks past with a shopping bag. A man gets out of a car and closes the door carefully. Behind you, the door swings shut. The bell rings again, softer this time. Through the glass, you can see the clerk at the counter, the aisles stretching back, the light slanting through the windows. The store is still there. It will be there this afternoon. It will be there next Saturday. You turn and walk away.